Being proactive from our point of view is the way to, funnily enough, is the way to get ahead of the game in terms of work health and safety laws. Being proactive right now in terms of your health and safety obligations and duties in this sector is going to assist you and the sector to improve its health and safety performance, and I think that's something we all want. I'll hand over to Barry.
Yeah, this is a step-by-step process that you need to take to get yourself ready for 1 January 2012. First, understand what the law will now require. Secondly, do gap analysis to identify where you're at in governance, particularly for you, and where you're at operationally with all these different changes. Having identified where you're at, you will need to do things to address those deficiencies, and you'll need to do that. That will take time. Redevelop your structures, your charters, your position descriptions, your reporting processes and reporting content and so forth, the communication, consultation and cooperation with third parties, all that sort of stuff you will need to do. You will need to consult with your workers as employees as part of that process. The law requires you to. You'll need to implement it. You'll need to review it for effectiveness. You'll need to revise it and you'll need to embed it so that it actually works for you. That's the process. It's simply the way you would treat any change, but there is an enormous amount of change. Today we've only been able to open the door. We knew we'd bitten off more than we could chew, but what we wanted to do really was to spend time at the front end on values, culture, leadership, and how you in very practical ways can impact safety. Then look at why that then leads us to why it is that the law will now impose on you positive obligation to run the business properly, which is simply know what the business does, what it means, what you have to do to deal with safety and make sure it happens. The process for reporting and so forth that supports and provides you with that wherewithal, and also surrounding issues of the organisation and enforcement and so forth. Hopefully that's made it easier for you. You all have a copy of the book, which hopefully you find a fascinating read. And somebody referred to it recently as a page turner, and really, seriously. But hopefully you find it useful to just expand on some of the concepts today. Again, I made this comment earlier. I think that in Victoria we are in a very, very good position, partly because a lot of the workplace participation stuff is based on the Victorian model anyway, but WorkSafe is very much leading the charge, is very much behind it, and is a great resource. So use that resource. We appreciate the challenges for your sector, and hopefully what the law will do is make it clearer and easier for you to understand it, and also to compel others to work with you. That's the big key. You will now be able to require other people to coordinate and cooperate with you. The law will require it. Hopefully that makes it worthwhile for you. Hopefully you think we've done our job well. Thank you very much, and we'll now pass over for closing.